Welcome to QuickBites, public speaking tips and techniques you can digest in 5 minutes or less. Here's your host, the author of The Captivating Public Speaker, Peter George.
When I speak with a prospect, we talk about their objectives. For example, do they want to work on creating messages, or are their needs more on the delivery side? Quite often, the overwhelming majority of the time, I suggest that they work on both. More times than not, this comes as a surprise to them. Like so many others, they believe that a powerful talk will compensate for a lackluster delivery, and vice versa. And this brings us to Ferraris. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved Ferraris. The stance, the quality, the statement that they make, and the sound. Oh, that sound. Sure, there are other cars that might handle better, and there are cars whose sharp angles might seem more futuristic than the sweeping lines of a Ferrari. And Ferraris aren't necessarily the most powerful or fastest cars you can buy. But there is no other car, in my humble opinion, that is more complete a package than the cars that sport the prancing horse emblem. You might be thinking, okay, you like Ferraris, so what's this got to do with public speaking? And a fair question that would be. So please stick with me. Being a speaker with a dynamic message and an uninspired delivery is the equivalent of cramming a potent 12-cylinder F-140 HC engine into a typical four-door sedan. Likewise, relying on a passionate delivery to overcome an unexceptional message is like taking a masterpiece such as the Daytona SP3 and dropping in an underpowered four-cylinder engine. You'd have a gorgeous car, but you wouldn't have an actual Ferrari. Just like I'm drawn to Ferraris, I'm drawn to speakers who blend the essence of a message with an engaging delivery that supports and fosters that message. Too frequently, however, I witness speakers who place their engine in a delivery that can't handle its power. And just as often, I see speakers who have a compelling delivery, but lack the engine that connects with their audiences. As you might imagine, a Ferrari is more than a mixture of brawn and beauty. To the people attracted to such a car, its audience, if you will, there's an appreciation of the details, to the fact that nothing is overlooked. Everything is essential, all the way down to the stitching in the interior. And this is another comparison between a Ferrari and a talk. No part of your talk should be overlooked. This includes the quality of your slides, if you use them, your clothes and accessories, getting your hair done, and just about everything else that has to do with presenting to your audiences. So when preparing a talk, please work diligently on your message, your delivery, and every other detail. And then you will deliver to your audiences a phenomenal experience. As I wrap up here, you might be thinking that I left out the fact that you should also use your voice to support your message. And you should. But let's face it, that's where a comparison to a Ferrari has to stop. Because, as they say, nothing else sounds like a Ferrari.
Thank you for devouring another episode of QuickBites. Be sure to tune in again for more public speaking tips and techniques. And remember to use the link in the show notes to go to Amazon and check out Peter's acclaimed book, The Captivating Public Speaker.